Yeah. I really just like the way that this is ending up looking. It's neat rows heading down. Alright, we're not getting that much coal from over there anymore, so I'm starting to feel like it may in fact be time for us to continue this downward. Another 5 should suffice, then even that out. Now, I'm probably going to end up having to yoink all of these back up because they're going to get in each other's way, but it's fine for now. The main thing I really want to see is to finish off replacing this whole setup. That would just be glorious for me right now. We could then look to replicate it for the copper setup, but that is, you know, that's a long way down the track. We do not need that anytime soon. Where are you off to? Oh, you're gathering wood. Fair enough. Right, we no longer need this down here, though, so... Okay. All that slag available for pickup. The Vader scene in Rogue One was amazing. I don't believe... No, I haven't seen Rogue One, so... Isn't that the one that basically set up the opening for New Hope? We have deformed the story so aggressively at this point. It's kind of humbling. Rogue One has one of the best space battles in Star Wars history. That's... Well, I mean, that isn't actually that bold of a claim, you know, thinking about it. There weren't a lot of, like, space battles in the originals. Like, there was lots of battles in space and lots of battles that were happening around fleet engagements, but that I can remember out of, like, the 3 prequels and the 3, like, originals, they didn't really have fleet engagements as the focus very much. Hey, I have a quick question for you. Is your Captain of Industry playlist on After Hours this same playthrough? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, there we are. It's done. Time to quick deliver you. And unpause you. Once all those are done, as I mentioned, we will finally be at the point where we have a system equivalent to this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll wait until I've got this system, this first line done, before I decommission this one. Because, I mean, you know, if I just increase the amount of steel I'm producing, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Make sure that there is no... well, actually, I will allow import. You cannot export from this. Once it is there, It is only there. By having two pipes going out and one pipe going that way, but two pipes coming in and saying this is priority, I'm basically saying half of, well, one whole pipe should go in there, and then half a pipe each should be separated. So I'm saying effectively 75% split goes here, 25% split goes to the rest of the base until this is full, and then obviously 100% goes to the rest of the base. Right, okay, this section is now complete. Now for the final bit. Yoink. Okay, maybe that's a little bit excessive. Yeah, I can't handle it. It's way too ungainly, sadly. Punk. There. Go. What we do from that point, I don't know. Because I could just dig this back and just run that all along, but it becomes increasingly difficult once I built this. Once I build this, rather than not built. Not past tense yet. Let's grab you. Line up, yes. Right. 1 and 2. And there we go. Ah, of course, you had to be up, didn't you? There we go. Alright, so that's going to be the definition of the land that we have available for expanding out the colony. I'm crazy happy with that, actually. Especially to have this ramp preserved. Hey, Entropic Radar! Aavak, when will you make your underwater city? Well, we're at any point only one mistake away from underwater city, as it happens. Very precarious position we have. Very precarious. Right. I would like to reposition you, focusing on this area. And over here, I would like very much for this to happen. I would also like you helping out with this. Everyone focus on this area, please. Oh, there we go. Now, of course, they're probably going to box themselves in and then complain bitterly, but it is what it is. Aavak, if you ever end this series, can you show the crater flooding? Well, we will be ending it eventually, one way or another, but yes, sure. And... where's Dave? Dave is also helping out down there presently, so I want you to refocus your efforts at the top. At this point, copper is going to start really slipping behind. Right, it's just what it is. I would like... quite a few more trucks. Regular trucks, though. How's this going? Everything looks okay down here for the time being. I will be sadly having to truck the product out of the recycling center over there, but it should be fine. On that note, how much recycling do we actually generate? Seems like a decent amount. Doesn't mention in there. Oh well. Flashing out this dock area quite nicely. This one is just coming along beautifully. But considering I'm about to fill in an awfully large area over here, I think I'll avoid doing too much there. Right, we want... and this one's going to be an important one. I want to fill this in, but not at this level, so we go down by 1. The reason for that... nope. Is I would like to resurface this with grass. Or rather dirt, specifically, and then we can put grass on top. So eventually that's going to be controlled by a mine control tower. And I'm going to very specifically tell them to surface that with grass. With dirt again. No research. It's been a while. Sure, we'll get glass making too, I suppose. Gold smelting. Oh. Greenhouse too has a 50% increased crop yield compared to the basic farm. Crops also require 25% extra water. Well, I mean, okay. Then we're going to do chemical plants, I think. Right, there are apparently some mining designations outside of a mineable zone. Well, yes, that is very true. And while all that's going on over yonder, I'm just going to go ahead and splash this in, or rather, pop this in. There we go. And this one as well. I'm going to Unity build these ones, just to make sure they get built before we end up down there. Digging around. Oh, we just lost a load of pops. Oh, what happened there? Oh, we got a flu. Balls! This disease happens naturally and cannot be completely avoided. However, the impact of it can be significantly reduced by having a hospital provided with medical supplies. Yeah. Much sads. Much bads. Right, we're shedding pop a little bit too aggressively. Gonna be honest. Health boost. That should pull us up to the point where we're safe. Ideally. We're still going to be losing Unity a fairer whack, but hopefully this will help. Quarantine 20% of the total workforce to reduce the effect of any ongoing disease by 40%. We shouldn't need to. Using this should keep us afloat. We've got enough unity that we can last a while without needing to worry about it. Right, I believe Yuri has done all the good they can. Well, actually, no, we can still get a bit more limestone out over here, I would say. So with that in mind... No. Unfortunately, I do kind of need to dig into that from the top, really. All right. That being said, if I just dig across here, that shouldn't actually throw things out too badly. We'll see. Right, so first and foremost, let's adjust the Yuri mining area to include just that. And by that, I mean just this. And we'll remove these bits. Not going to use Unity for now, especially when we're hemorrhaging Unity. But little by little, managed to get all of this filled in. Okay, they should be back into the iron in just a moment. Get that done, and get that done. Beautiful. And that is the third section. Right, at this point, it is now worth me stripping away the steel production over on this side, I think. It's not even getting iron anyway, so this will give us a little bit of extra resources. That being said, I don't know how many of them will be tier 3, if any. Probably have started with that said, honestly. Oh dear. That was not quite what I meant to happen. There we go. All right. Ah! Oh dear, can you not get back? Look at all the work he's making them do while they're sick. Shush. It's for the greater good. Now, thankfully, this water is going to restore a decent amount of groundwater for us. But the main focus right now is just getting the last little bits to our steel production up and running. Like, we are now producing a good bit of steam. Steam and steel. In fact, so much so that I feel confident in saying, hey, build all of the things. Go. We're going to upgrade the bridge. We're going to give much stronger armor plating. But how are you doing, Leaf? Only a few of them are sick. It's fine. See, no active disease. Hooray! All is well. Absolutely no one is shockingly ill. They don't have water, though. That's a problem. Why? Oh. Would appear that we lack something. Sand. Ah, craptastic. Are they running at full bore? They are. We're using up so much sand from everywhere else that that's not getting over there. Damn it all. Okay, so I do then need to create at least a little bit of an overflow just in case. Actually, let me shunt this across a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna need this to go. Quick deliver. Go, go, go. In this place, we're gonna put a pipe. Quick build that, please. And that, and that. Right, I want priority out to be this, but if it can't be, then I would like you to get rid of it. Something I would like to not have to do. If we do, then we do. That's just the way it is. How are we doing for food? Have they not had sausages in a while? Probably not, actually. I mean, I'd be pretty sad too if I'd been denied my sausages. I can understand. How are we doing over here? doing really well, actually. All that remains now is to strip down these sections. And strip that out as well. Okay. That went pretty much as well as it could. We've completely demolished the old steel works. Now all that remains is to build up the new ironworks. My God, that lightning is a little bit aggressive, isn't it? Mistake. Oh wow, they're already working on it. We might be able to unlock some of the new tech. This is going to be most grand. Oh. Ah, right, yes, of course. Need these. It's been a very long time since we've been able to make that trade. So that's kind of been clogging up the vehicle bay for a while. Hey, Levan, have you seen the new updates coming to Eco? And same question to you, Annie, actually. How are we pulling? I think we're by and large okay. Though we're not getting nearly as much water down here as I would like. Worrisome. May have something to do with it. Ever so slightly. Water table is amazing right now, so... The other thing I could do is I could have some water pumps adding to this and then others just dumping into the industrial, into the other areas. Something to be said about that, I think. Okay, I don't need these around anymore. Those were only there to allow me to stockpile enough. They are absolutely no longer necessary. Likewise with this, realistically. That can be gone too, as soon as I'm able to get rid of it. Right, well... I'm going to say one line at a time. Also, all of the pipe work is not unpausing that. It's probably going to cause me more problems than the alternative. And of course this. Right, there we go. Then just little by little we'll add more of these in. Nope, I haven't seen anything about Eco Aavak, though I have been getting the itch to play a game in that genre. Also, remember that it was very vivid dream. Oh, you're talking about your D&D dream. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Hopefully, as they pull this away, I will be able to build that out a little bit more, but it's not a guarantee. However, one thing that I don't need is this anymore. Like, at all, in fact. Right, back to producing positive unity. The occasional sausage. Set up gentleman gamers dig area, something like that. And then just cut a swath straight down. The frustrating thing is we're already almost out of the iron that's available here. The iron over here is still buried under enormous amounts of rock. If we want to gain access to it, I do need to just take these layers away one at a time. Aavak, half of your dig order went to the wrong Z level, did it? You're quite right. Damn it. Thank you for catching that for me, chat. Yep. Sorotard, I think. Okay. Now, slowly removing the cap of this mountain. No actual resources there, just stone. That we're then using to resurface pretty much everything. They're doing a fantastic job of resurfacing this area, to be fair. Let's continue on stripping this area away now. That is Dave, I believe. Alright, Dave. In fact, Dave can help out with the whole thing. Right. Now, I want the excavators here to really focus for the most part. But at the same time, that becomes a dangerous area to dig. So how about change our tack just a bit before I cause myself any trouble. Expand out. Well, no, I want to keep the mineable area fairly narrow down here. But I think I'm going to add in a second one that can focus on reshaping these areas. I need another... Excavator. I'm going to take one off the coal. You might be wondering, why are you taking one off the coal? Surely coal is more important. And you're right. It is. But I also feel that I've got the most concentrated excavation power in the coal. So it's the one that can most afford to lose an excavator from it. Right. I want this one to expand out just a little bit more. Actually, you know what? How about you do that instead? That'll work. Alright. We're super close now to having finished this little area. And really the gigantic trucks are the real MVPs when it comes to that. Still got a little ways to finish off that factory though, or rather that storage area. Hey, Dufflish, I think I may have lost my sense of taste. No sausages for me. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. You okay? Got some sort of cold or viral infection. Oof. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better than you were 7 hours ago, but regardless, I do hope it passes quickly for you, mate. I think we've actually made an enormous amount of progress today. I think we've made more progress in this stream than we did in the one prior to it. Let's put it that way. I'm really, really shockingly happy with that. I was starting to feel a little bit like, about how much time I spend, I never get anything done. It was somewhat demoralizing. Let's get Karen to refocus their attention. There you go. Considering I recently joined the stream, Aavak, yes, this does look like a lot of progress. Okay. Okay, so to recount what we've done today, we managed to resolve a problem brought on by a change to the way the retaining walls functioned. That came along in a patch since the last time I played. We have largely set up, well, we've completely replaced our steel production, in fact doubled our steel production, and we are in the process of doubling our iron production. I'm very, very happy to have gotten this design up off the ground down there. We have terrorized the trees down in the Tater Crater. We've also moved around a couple of things. So our maintenance, for example, is over here. Our production of furniture is now over there. We've greatly improved the efficiency of our wastewater treatment plant. Kind of feel like a fool that that was a problem for as long as it was. Let's get that out of the way. We have changed over from sending cuts of raw meat to the colonists to cook up themselves, and we are now instead sending them sausages, which is truly wonderful in my opinion, humble though it may be. Other than that, yeah, we're basically feeding the meat back into the meat processor to produce a large amount of meat trimmings that I then turn into sausages. We have, was there anything else? Well, other than an enormous amount of train modification. Like, we've built all of this up, and this has been a problem for actually quite some time. This has been a long-standing issue for us. So I'm super happy to have that sorted out a bit more now. And it looks like the very last bits are being filled in now as well. Breakfast sausages with maple? This is the best kind. I mean, our sausages are... Okay, so the comparison that I made before. That is the width of a truck. Not a pickup truck. This is a proper, like, industrial lorry. That is the width of the cab. That is the width of the sausages. So, width of the cab. Length of the sausages. Width of cab, length of sausages. These sausages are as wide, or rather as long as the entire grill at the front of this truck. They're not sausages, they're logs of meat. Yes, indeed. It would appear so. Look at the loaves of bread. Put them in comparison as well. Bonkers. Truly our people are eating well. Feasting like kings of old, they are. Oh, there we go. Right. Iron is now being stockpiled. Glory be. Pause the next bunch. Go and speed those ones up. That one will take a little bit longer. As soon as this one's up and running, we will have a system that is equivalent to this one. So at that point, I'm going to strip it away.